little bit of a drop off. Going to the hot springs. Yeah, you can kind of see what it looks like. People leaving and coming in. We had to wait in line to get in because we came at the busy season, but it wasn't too bad. It was what, 10 minutes maybe?
15 minutes, yeah.
It wasn't too bad. So, hopefully we're going to get in a hot spring. Swimming in the Rio
Swimming
Grande.
in the Rio Grande. I didn't think I'd ever get to do that.
I didn't either. Yeah, that's Mexico right there. You want to go to Mexico? We're just leaving the hot springs. That was so much fun. We got in the hot springs, which are very hot. It was very, very crowded because it's peak season. But we also swam in the Rio Grande, which is crazy to say. Wes, he went across and
There's
got...
a rumor, allegedly, that I went across the river.
We don't know if it's true or not. And we
bought tamales.
We don't know if they were absolutely delicious or not. But that's just what we've heard. This is so sketchy. Like, that drops off big time. But the Rio Grande was very cool, and the hot springs were very hot, and now we're trying to kill some time because it's the hottest day we've had since we've been here, and we're just trying to stay cool. So we're gonna probably go to the Rio Grande Village and see what that's all about. It's probably nothing major, but we're gonna go check it out because we got time. And then we may try to do the Chisos Basin thing today, but we may not. We'll just see how we feel. It's gonna be hot. This is really cool, this area. No, this is so beautiful. We're now in the basin, the Chisos Basin. I got a little switchback here. The trees up here and the mountains, it's beautiful. We're gaining elevation like crazy too. Pretty good view. We got this direction. And this direction. We're on up here, huh? What'd I say our elevation was? Over 6?
Over 6.
Over 6. Yeah, 6,000. Like 6,100, I think. It's pretty. It's pretty up here.
Absolutely stoked, bro.
They're walking away. They're gonna regret knowing you.
Just trying to figure out where we were.
No, I'm just looking. It's just pretty. I appreciate nature, unlike y'all.
Oh my gosh.
He says pardon.
All right, here comes
You can't tell, but that drops off. A little switchback. I'm gonna guess that red Jeep is over at the Tanaha. This will be the first thing we've had here to ourselves. Huh.
Yeah.
Running out of gas? This is really weird. Oh well. Perspective. You can see Lucy down there. Yeah, it's deep. Maybe there's no swimming in it. You can't. The edges they said are so slick that it's virtually impossible to get out of.
How these rocks are just layers are pushed together. That's so wild. It's another beautiful morning on the Chisos Mountains over there. That's where we've been camping, is over there. You can see the ridge right here in the middle. That is Nugent Mountain. We camped in front of it and behind it the last 2 nights. And tonight we are down Old Ore Road at Ernst Tanaha. This has kind of been our camp for tonight. As you can see, the sun still hadn't come over the mountains and it's a little bit after 8 o'clock. But man, it's just endless views out here. I just can't get over how far you can see. But so we're up early this morning. I say earlier than we've been kind of just taking our times in the morning. But it being spring break week, which by the way, if you were coming here to do the things we've been doing, I don't know if I would recommend coming spring break week. Because there's just been lines at everything. There's just, and every ranger we've talked to, they're like, these 2 weeks are the busiest weeks of the year. There's like any other week you come after this, you got the whole park to yourself just about. So that's kind of it hasn't been bad. Everybody's been super cool. We've been able to just kind of talk and hang out with some really nice people. Most everybody's got kids, so, you know, it's been fun. But this morning we are heading into Boquillos to cross the border into Mexico and eat lunch and just kind of kick around the town. And with the way the lines have been, we don't know what they're going to be like here. So we're running about an hour or so ahead of what we've normally been doing so we can get there. Hopefully, at least at the head of a line or the lines in general. So that's kind of the plan for the day. And coming in and going out, Old Ore Road is a pretty fun road if you're into just like the off-roading stuff. Just riding Old Ore Road it's not too much different than what Black Gap was. Just don't have the big obstacles, and but it is a lot of deep creek crossings, and it's really, really bumpy. So I think the one tip for off-roading at Big Bend is air down, and you can rock on. So, but all right, well, Judah's up there climbing the hill, and Andrew's packing up the last of the little bit of camping stuff. I've got everybody breakfast, so we're gonna throw the tent in the truck and head over to Boquillos. We've converted to a new style of off-road. Still smoother than termite.
It really is.
We're knocking on termite. We need to lay off. All right, so we're done. And the wind today is just ripping. And if you look back behind us, if I can show you, you can't even see the mountains anymore. That's just sand. Golly, barely hold my door open. So like, it is crazy, crazy windy today. So I'm glad we got everything done that we wanted to get done.
Santa Elena way up there. It's a little washboarding. Oh, this is weird.
All right, we are at St. Helena Canyon. Little cave up there. This place is wild. Hiking trails up there. You can see some people walking on it. We're gonna make our way up there, but just kind of taking this in right now. This is the Rio Grande. It's kind of dry right now. We are on the Mexican side, but I mean, it was a clear walkway, so.
A little bird. Judah, look at me. Please look at me. I got both y'all in that picture. Going down is gonna be tricky. I mean, not too long to get home. That's true. We've reached the end. Wow.
High jump.
They are. It wasn't too bad.
It was terrible. That was 3 skips. My average is around 7. Your average This is a good one, buddy. Wait, let me go this way.
Let Mama get done with her video. That's Paquillos over there. And this is another guy down here on a horse selling tamales. Yeah, we were kind of given permission. If you want to buy tamales, buy tamales. I said, you don't have to tell me twice. They put their cornmeal in there and beat it up.
Mm-hmm.
They make corn tortillas with.
It's neat. Hey there.
This is Paquillos Canyon. It is huge.
Here, y'all stop.
I think I may have found one of my favorite places.
Where you at?
Right over here. In the park. This is at the end of the trail on Paquillos. This is pretty. Birds, wind. Water looks pretty deep. Man, this is pretty. All right, this is a video to show the wind. Yesterday, we didn't film here the wind, but we're getting up this morning, getting ready to roll out. Yesterday the wind came through, today it's coming back. But this was in Amarillo, which is northern part of the Texas, which is the direction we're headed. We're gonna be a little south of Amarillo on 20, but was crazy. The pile up that
Like, you can even see the other side of the road.
yeah. This is nuts though. I mean, that's just,
That's why we're trying to get out of here.
that's why we're leaving early this morning, because it's going to be really windy down here today.
It's the moon in the morning. We're leaving Studi Butte.
You said Volkswagen?
Yeah, Volkswagen's cool. We were corrected by locals. We were calling it Study Butte, but it's Studi Butte. So, now we know.
I just saw it barely peeking over.
Yep. How pretty.
All right, we're at the Dairy Queen in Big Lake, Texas. We're taking sort of, not back roads, but highway, 2-lane highways back towards Dallas, just to see some of the small towns in Dallas, Texas, whatever. And the burger here, insanely good. Like, it's a fast food chain, I know, but it's it just seems like a local place. They have jalapenos on the #1. Like, I mean, come on. But really good food. So if you're ever passing through Big Lake, Texas, pull into the Dairy Queen, man. It was awesome. But we are loading up and working our way northeast. So we'll get back to Dallas eventually.
Also needs to get to shelter very quickly.
Well, as you can tell, we are not in the desert anymore. We are back in Mississippi, back to humidity, which I sort of missed. We had a great trip, absolutely fantastic. I just realized when I was editing the second part of the video, we never did a closer, so I'm going to jump out and do a closer here real quick. You saw in that last clip, we were driving, I was driving, and Andrew was watching Ryan Hall, y'all, which is our preferred weather information period, but especially on YouTube. Fantastic channel. If you need to follow weather and stuff, give them a follow. But on the way home, we were having a bad tornado outbreak back here in Mississippi. We had 2 tornadoes come very, very close to our house. I mean, just within a couple of miles, both of them, here in our community. If you were watching that day, you heard them say McDonald Chapel. That's where we live. That is our road right here, McDonald Chapel. The Williamsburg community, that's where we are. So they were very close. We did have some friends whose homes were destroyed, where there was a lot of damage throughout. So we were trying to drive, follow GPS, not get blown off the road by the winds, keep up with the weather that day. Thankfully, we were able to get home, and it's been very busy since we got home. With the church, we've been trying to reach out and help and do. There's just been a lot happening. But anyway, we want to go back. Andrew and I both, the whole entire time we were there, we want to go back and just take our bikes. That is number one priority right now, is to get back out there and take our bikes. Probably looking at doing the BDR over there, because it kind of covers a humongous area over there. So maybe in the future, that is something we will have the opportunity to do. The Jeep, the Gladiator, did absolutely fantastic. I was very impressed. That's the first time I've really got to kind of get it off road, and I was very impressed. I never did even unhook the sway bar links, and it just did everything we wanted to do on Black Gap. I mean, it just did fantastic. Good fuel mileage there and back. It was comfortable. It did great. Got home, it was due for an oil change and transmission service, so I've changed the oil, changed the transmission fluid, because we hit 50,000 miles there. They recommend between 40 and 60, so I went ahead and changed fluid filter, all that kind of stuff on it, serviced it up, cleaned it up, and it's rocking. So super happy with that. But and Termite, as always, is just trucking along as one of our daily drivers. Tune in next week. You guys are gonna like next week's video. There's another project here, and I don't mean to sound negative about it. It's really cool, I guess. But you'll get to see that next week. It is a Jeep. I will give you some hints. It's a Jeep, 3-speed manual, straight 6, and it's short. If that tells you anything. So, all right, well, that's going to wrap up our Big Bend trip. Thank y'all for following. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. All that stuff helps with the algorithm, helps us out as a channel. Other than that, we will see you guys next week.